For decades, the US dollar has reigned supreme as the world's reserve currency. This dominance has granted the United States unparalleled economic and geopolitical leverage. However, the global landscape is shifting. A growing number of countries are seeking alternatives to the dollar, initiating a process known as de-dollarization. This movement, gaining momentum in recent years, signifies a potential turning point in the global financial order. One clear indicator of this shift is the declining share of the US dollar in global foreign exchange reserves. In 2002, the dollar accounted for 72% of global reserves. By 2023, this figure had fallen to 59%. While still significant, this decline reflects a growing appetite for diversification. Countries are increasingly looking beyond the dollar to safeguard their financial interests. This trend is driven by multiple factors. Emerging economies in particular are seeking to reduce their dependence on the dollar. They aim to mitigate the impact of US monetary policy on their own economies. Additionally, geopolitical tensions and a desire for greater financial autonomy are fueling the push for alternative reserve currencies. The rise of a multipolar world is a key driver of de-dollarization. The global economy is no longer dominated by a single superpower. Emerging economies, particularly in Asia, are experiencing rapid growth and asserting their presence on the world stage. This shift in economic power is naturally accompanied by a desire for greater currency autonomy. China, the world's second-largest economy, is at the forefront of this movement. It has actively promoted the use of its currency, the renminbi, in international trade and investment. China has established currency swap lines with numerous central banks and encourages the use of the renminbi in oil contracts. These efforts aim to establish the renminbi as a viable alternative to the dollar in global trade and finance. Other countries are following suit. India has created a mechanism for international trade settlement in rupees. The BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, are increasingly conducting trade in their national currencies. This trend towards local currency settlements reduces reliance on the dollar and fosters greater financial independence for emerging economies. Technological advancements are playing a crucial role in facilitating de-dollarization. New financial technologies, such as blockchain and digital currencies, are enabling faster, cheaper, and more transparent cross-border transactions. This reduces the need for traditional intermediaries and bypasses the dollar-based financial system. China's development of its cross-border interbank payment system, or CIPS, is a prime example. CIPS provides an alternative to the SWIFT system, the dominant platform for international dollar payments. This allows countries to conduct cross-border transactions in their own currencies, circumventing the need for dollar clearing. Furthermore, the rise of central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs, has the potential to reshape the global financial landscape. CBDCs are digital versions of national currencies issued by central banks. They offer faster, cheaper, and more secure transactions compared to traditional payment systems. This could further reduce the reliance on the dollar for cross-border payments and settlements. Gap 3S. The imposition of tariffs by the Trump administration has had a significant impact on the global de-dollarization trend. These tariffs, aimed primarily at China and other key trading partners, have accelerated shifts in international trade dynamics. Countries affected by the tariffs began to seek alternatives to the US dollar to mitigate the economic impact and reduce their dependency on the American financial system. One of the most notable examples is China's increased use of its own currency, the yuan, in international trade agreements. This move not only helped China insulate itself from the adverse effects of the tariffs, but also encouraged other countries to diversify their currency reserves. For instance, Russia and China have significantly increased their bilateral trade in yuan and rubles, bypassing the dollar altogether. The European Union has also explored ways to reduce its reliance on the dollar. The creation of Instex, a special-purpose vehicle to facilitate non-dollar trade with Iran, is a direct response to US tariffs and sanctions. This initiative underscores the EU's desire to maintain its economic sovereignty and protect its businesses from the ripple effects of US trade policies. In the long term, Trump's tariffs have reinforced the global trend towards de-dollarization by highlighting the vulnerabilities associated with an over-reliance on the US dollar. As countries continue to diversify their trade and financial practices, the global financial system is likely to become more multipolar. This shift could lead to increased currency competition, enhanced financial stability for emerging economies, and a more balanced distribution of economic power. However, the transition away from the dollar is not without challenges. The dollar's deep entrenchment in the global financial system means that any significant shift will be gradual and complex. The long-term implications for the global financial system remain uncertain, but one thing is clear. The era of unquestioned dollar dominance is being re-examined, and the future promises a more diverse financial landscape. The de-dollarization trend has significant implications for the future of the global financial system. While the dollar's dominance is unlikely to disappear overnight, its influence may gradually diminish as alternative currencies gain traction. This could lead to a more fragmented but potentially more balanced global financial order. For the United States, de-dollarization presents both challenges and opportunities. On the one hand, it could erode the country's ability to impose economic sanctions and influence global financial markets. On the other hand, it could encourage greater fiscal discipline and innovation in the U.S. financial system. The rise of de-dollarization signals a shift towards a more multipolar world. It reflects the growing economic clout of emerging economies and their desire for greater financial autonomy. As technology continues to evolve and global power dynamics shift, the future of finance is likely to be characterized by greater currency competition and a more diverse range of financial instruments and platforms. The world is witnessing the early stages of a profound transformation in the global financial order, the full implications of which remain to be seen.